Okay, sorry.
Hello from the Windham, West Bay, Doha Hotel. I think that's the official name. First time I'm in the West Bay of Doha after 10 days here already. Been busy. I've been to the beach, and today I am meeting a bunch of fans, and we're gonna talk World Cup. Breakfast with Guillem Balague. This is the attraction. Can you believe people wanna make it early to talk about football or to listen? Anyway, that's the end of a day that will end up watching England-Wales later. In the middle of it, there will be a live coffee with, and these were the headlines of it.
This is going to be a bit of an experiment. It's a coffee with Guillem live.
That's it. I've learned to do it all with one hand. Need to warm it up a bit.
It was the hair of God that actually gave him the goal. Conor Martin is asking, will Ronaldo be awarded the goal? Do you know what? I question that, and I know that FIFA has given it to Bruno Fernandes, and I know that Cristiano has messaged Piers Morgan saying that if he scored it, you can tell that he wanted the goal. But Piers has added that Bruno Fernandes also knows that Cristiano scored the goal. Really? Because I didn't hear Bruno Fernandes saying that in the mix zone or after to any journalist. So in any case, let me tell you what I saw with Cristiano Ronaldo in the first game. And I had this theory in my head. I think I shared it with you, that not only Portugal can be better without Cristiano, I think they can. With Rafael Leao, for instance, instead of Cristiano, more movement, more difficult to predict what's happening, less obsession to put crosses in, because with Cristiano, that's what you have to do. Anyway, there was all that in my head, and I'm thinking maybe Fernando Santos will think, let's take Cristiano away, without realizing that, number one, he's never ever going to do that. Fernando Santos and Cristiano Ronaldo, they're very close. And secondly, the 10 minutes before the game show me that he's unreplaceable. Why am I saying that? Because he is the captain, was shaking the hands of all the kids. When he came into the pitch, the noise of the stadium, that's what they wanted. Every time he has the ball, and those, not trying to do these bicycle, we call them flicks, but really without doing it. We just moved a bit of movement, all passing with the chest, and the stadium goes wild. Irreplaceable for FIFA, for Portugal, for Fernando Santos. So he will be there until the end. I think that could limit the chances of Portugal. I don't have any more evidence, but he's got a bone edema, which takes a long while to sort out. That's fluid in your bone, and I've asked doctors who tell me that takes a long while to recover from. It's painful, and it depends. The recuperation depends on each person, but sometimes you have to get operated for it. So I was told to expect for Neymar not to play, and he will be so disappointed if that's the case. Not only because Brazil get a little bit more magic with him, they can still win the World Cup without him, but he's prepared for it. I don't think Neymar is a Saturday player anymore. He's a Tuesday, Wednesday player, Champions League, or a summer player, or winter in this case, like a European Championship, Copa America or a World Cup. Alamin Germano Darboy says, I had Benzema. I heard Benzema is planning to return to Qatar. No, it's how stories go, isn't it? The story is Benzema hasn't been taken out of the squad. So Benzema could actually go back with France. That's the story. That has been made of, Benzema is coming back. No. The Shams already said, I spoke to him when he left. No interest in bringing him back. Real Madrid don't count on him going back. Benzema, no intention of going back. And in fact, he hasn't recovered yet. He hasn't started training yet. So no, Benzema is not coming back. So Mashad209, he says, hi, Guillem, mate, big fan. Thank you. Should Messi win the World Cup, what will he do after the World Cup? Okay. Well, as I say, I wish he could win the World Cup, but I'm not sure he's got the team for it. After the World Cup, he goes to PSG and try to win the Champions League and sign another contract with PSG. That's what I think right now it's happening. So Barcelona have not offered anything. There is no commercial strategy to bring him back. There is no real plan for financial plan for Messi to come back. None of that. It's just words at the moment. And Xavi wants him at Barcelona, but it's just words. And the Inter Miami, which Gareth Bale is asking, is Busquets and Messi to Inter Miami next season possible? Busquets, yes. It seems all agreed. It'd be a surprise if he stays at Barcelona. Let's put it that way. I think he's ready to make another move to go to Inter Miami. And in the case of Messi, no, he's not ready for the MLS. I think it's quite clear. If you Messi, have a look at what he's doing this season. Have a look at what's happening with PSG. Have a look at the fact that PSG still keeps Neymar and Mbappe next season. Why would you go? Not ready. So I think PSG will offer. He's got a 2-year contract plus one. Plus one will be next season. They're gonna ignore that one, and PSG are gonna offer him 1+1, an extra year solid, and then a +1 depending on circumstances. And I think Messi is closer to sign that than anything else. So we have to see if, because Barcelona have not offered anything. If they do, then the conversation will change, but they haven't offered anything. And PSG are about to offer that. So favorite PSG to keep him. Busquets will have to wait for Messi to arrive. And yes, MLS, I think, is the next step. Possibly Inter Miami, as the conversations have been going on for a while, but nothing is signed yet. But when these stories come out, like that Messi is set to go to Inter Miami, first of all, read the article, because that's not what the article says. I feel sorry for the journalist here, because the headline just went away from what he wrote, which was that Inter Miami are confident and hopeful that Messi could sign for Inter Miami. That doesn't sound like he's set to sign, does it? But Guillem, can you get Messi to play for Bigles or United FC? I'm sure you can convince him. You sure I can convince him? He's already done. He took a picture with the shirt and he signed a couple of shirts as well. At some point, I'll get him to sign the new one as well. And yeah, he knows our Bigles or United. Let's put it that way, which is a lot more that I expected him to know. I put it in his head, but I think that's as far as he's going to go.
Practically everybody here. Let me show you. Getting ready for a morning of chat, coffee, and football. An easy day today. Let me take you to the stadium where England plays in a minute or two. More like 2 hours. Great music. So, England, 2 reasons why they were not great against the United States. One, the athleticism of United States. Physically, they were stronger than England, surprisingly enough. And 2, this tournament challenges people's mentalities and mental strength. And I felt that they were a little bit tight in the mind, that they weren't relaxed. That should change today. And if they release the shackles, this England could go far, but time to show that mentally they are strong and capable to go that far. This is the game today. That's what it is about, I think. Not a great atmosphere around here today. There is other ways of entering the stadium, but just thought I'd show you media entrance over there. I like that. Look at that. It's very nice. So this was a game that needed a goal, and it didn't happen in the first half because England were still a little bit slow with the build-up, and not sure the combination of Henderson, Rice and Bellingham worked fully, but in any case they didn't let Wales into the game at all. Disappointing. Gareth Bale replaced, of course, in what it was maybe his last international game. 7 touches of the ball, Gareth Bale. You always felt that there was a goal, or that a goal would change matters, and that's exactly what happened. Goal from Rashford in the second half. Interesting enough that players who've been replaced, the ones that will definitely play the next game, like Walker, Kane, Harry Kane, Declan Rice, but not Rashford. And I thought maybe because he had a poor first half, a couple of bad decisions, and this is football, he scores that brilliant goal, which puts him 3 goals in 3 games, and then you think, actually, maybe he should start now. Being a manager, eh? What an easy job. Not. So, solid second half from England. You know they've got goals in them, and perhaps that's what they were feeling in the first half, that goals will come, and goals came. So I'm going to do some Spanish TV now, and then head home tomorrow. La Liga has invited us for dinner, or has invited me for dinner, and has said take 4 of your colleagues. So, guess which 4 it is? Of course, the 3 in the house, Brown Wall, James Horncastle and Rafael Honigstein, and the special guest, Gabriel Marcotti. So that's us for lunch tomorrow. I'll see if I can get something done from there quickly, because it's a private event. Making my debut in front of a camera for Goal Mundial, just outside the stadium. Laura sorting out the connection, and I will be there. So much work that gets done before I go. Let me show you. When everybody, all the fans are going home. Look, just checking on the seats. There's the cleaning, security work. Kind of film, but there's still people around, security, volunteers, and we have to refill the bar. Still a lot of people around. This is about an hour after the game. Really nice stuff. Nice little design there. Or big design. Still some England fans, not many. And with that, I finished the day. Bye.